Hey everybody. I just wanted to come back on for a brief minute. I have a bobby pin stuck in my head. Just let my hair down. So, I know I'm looking a little bit rough, but I just got home from kind of a crazy evening and made up some pizza real quick to snack on. Hey Jamie. Hey Kaylee, hey Amber, hey Paula, hey Oz. But I'm going to turn this light down and let me know if you all can still see me because I've got this kind of bright light on. Maybe I can just at least turn it down. I'm kind of liking this phone thing. Can y'all still see me okay? Is that okay? I've got this like obsession with overhead lights. I can't stand them. And my girlfriend's house that I went to watch This Is Us, she's the same way. So tell me if you can. Is that okay? Can you still see me okay? Or would you rather me have the light back on? But yeah, it's kind of late and Trisha agreed to go on the show. She will be coming on Wednesday. Oh, darn. The problem is with this is that I guess the comments go away. So I guess I'm taking it that somebody called the show, called, what is it? I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of the show? So that she can go, and I wonder if I go this way. That might be better, so the light's not in my face. Dr. Phil, thank you. So she's going to go on Dr. Phil. Oh, honey, she would go on any show. Any show. That would give her fame. That's absolutely. All this fucking pizza talk makes me hungry. I know. I don't know. I came back from going to visit with one of my girlfriends and I lost my phone. I had gone to a store in the little complex that we were meeting and I guess I must have laid my phone down. And you all know the panic that happens when you lose your phone. Number one, I have my phone on mute most of the time. Number two, I have a lock on my phone. So, a code. So anyway, thank God I found it. And came back and was starving. Not starving. I hate when people say that. There are real starving people in the world. Angel, how are you doing? How has everything been since I finally got to see your video today? Have you had any response from Trisha? Hey, Ashley. Hey, Lottie. They want me to do a Skype interview. Okay, so you're the one that wrote in. I'm kind of afraid TT will come after me. Kaylee, do not be afraid of that. Number one, she will kiss your feet and anything else you want kissed for making her famous. I didn't know that was a real thing, but I think that's, maybe some good will come out of this. Trisha will be totally using it because of somebody paying attention to her. You see what she did with Takedown Man. Even though he wasn't serious, his little sexual advance towards her got her to send him naked pictures. So anybody's paying any kind of attention to her, she's going to be really excited about. You know what? I was wondering, at the very beginning, they didn't offer me, before they said, do you want to do it horizontal or vertical? And this time they didn't offer me that because I thought that would have been better, but... So this is true, Kaylee. There really is a Dr. Phil interview. Did you write in? Are you the person that wrote in? And what did you say? Like, were they looking for somebody specific, or did you just say, hey, there's a crazy woman on the internet? Okay, Nikki says, I'm not driving in on you. I'm just telling you to pick a side. Who are you talking about, Nikki? Are you talking about Oz? I hope I can mend burnt bridges I've caused by supporting her. Okay, here's the thing. If you watch any of Oz's videos, I have said since day one, and Oz, you can back me up. I've supported you since day one. And as soon as I saw your first video, there is something very genuine and honest about you. You don't sugarcoat anything. You don't make your life look like something it's not, which I just am automatically attracted to anybody who does that. I don't understand, other than you see craziness in Trisha that you grew up with, the same kind of craziness. Hey, Melanie. I don't know otherwise why you supported her other than that. But here's what I think everybody... Oh, not Oz, Jamie. I'm sorry. Sorry. But in regards to Oz or anybody else, I think what everybody kind of wants to know is when she was doing all the horrible stuff that she was against me and other people, I guess, did you all think she was justified, or how was that okay to you, I guess? I don't know. I guess that's my question. It might be other people's questions. As I'm not directing that towards you. I thought the question was towards you. You know, you and I have talked, and you know how I feel, and that's 100% my truth. Oh, Kaylee. See, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit lost. Is Kaylee Sean? Oh, so is Kaylee the one that called, and is also a troll? I know. I understand, Nikki. I'm with you too, honey. Savage said she would go on the show and enlighten Dr. Phil. I'll go on the show and enlighten Dr. Phil. Absolutely. The reason I would is because she has caused so much harm in other people's lives, not just mine, but I feel like you've got to think about her daughter. Hey, Mandy. I would really like to know the answer from them as well. I just don't understand how you could listen to her and say those things about me. Well, you know, Amanda, we thought the same thing about you back in the day. You know, it wasn't as bad as it is now, but it was still bad. And we thought the same things. Like, here we have this beautiful girl who I think pretty much 100% of everybody agreed that you were a lovely person and nobody came after you, I hope. But we were like, why is she supporting this person? So I feel like of anybody, you could maybe answer that. Okay, she says, Oz, yes, that's why I supported her, because of mental issues and her upbringing. I guess I was just blinded. I cared about her. I felt bad for her. I believed her. That was my problem. Okay, so once you realize that she is a liar, we'll get to that in just a minute. But, Mandy, what I was saying, please don't misconstrue it and think that I was saying anything negative towards you. But everybody thought, here we have this beautiful girl trying to do all the right things and is being the best friend that anybody could ever hope for, and she was being cruel to you, you know, did the things that she was to you. But I guess you were just relating to her and trying to help her. And even though she had done bad things and said bad things, particularly against me, people are able to, when you believe in somebody, you're able to overlook those things. So it's a good reminder to me and to everybody else that I guess that's just what it is people see something in her and think that they can relate or they can help. And I know for Amanda, that's definitely what the issue was, is that she thought she could help. And Amanda, you did help for a period of time, because I remember she started going to church. Like, hey Rennie, hey Ricky, hey Maureen, hey Ashley. I honestly was thinking in my heart for a few moments today, like, what would it do? What would it be? Because clearly anybody that is in her real life that tells her she has issues and needs help, she kicks them out. And so now you can see how the person of Sean is created, where he just, it's better to agree with her than disagree with her and get her help, why she has all of her extended family abandoned her, etc. so I was thinking, so what is it that would actually help her? And Amanda is actually the only person that got her to go to church, for example. And I'm not saying that church is the answer. I'm not saying that it isn't the answer. For a lot of people, it is the answer. Ashley Anderson, there is the number to call. What are you talking about, honey? The number to call what? I'm looking back to see. I don't see a number. Ashley, if you want me to call a number or something, let me know. Okay, Mandy says, because I didn't see how kind you all were. Okay. Okay, well, that was a really great point, Amanda. I'm so glad you said that, to talk to the producer. Ashley, I didn't see the number, honey, so you just either email it to me or Twitter it to me, tweet it to me, something. I didn't see the number here. But what Amanda said was she did not see how all the people were that she was coming after were actually good people. So that was a very, very beautiful point. And maybe that's how Oz feels and Rennie felt at the time and all these other people, is that when you demonize somebody, until you get to know them, they either become more of the demon you thought they were or less of the demon you thought they were. So that's a really, really good point. Thank you for saying that, Amanda, because all of us have kind of wanted to know, not just with you, but with everybody, like, how were you able to justify all the things she was doing? And I can completely understand. If you think that everybody that's coming after her are these horrible trolls that are really harmful and trying to do her harm, then and plus coupled with that, the childhood, the situation that she's in, then I can see how people are like supportive of her. Absolutely. And so that's why people like Artist and Oz and the other people that have come to me, that I'm not going to mention their name until they tell me it's okay. Oz, I saw most of your last comment. The problem is most of it gets erased before I can see it. But I think, Oz, if I'm going to say it correctly, what you said is because of your childhood, you felt a kinship to her, and you felt like you could help her and relate to her. Is that correct, Oz? Was there anything else to add to that? Mandy says, even when I was friends with her, I tried to always show her. It went away, but I think it said something like, I tried to always show her that everyone was not that bad or something like that, or that everybody had good in them. Oh, listen, she lost the best friend that anybody could possibly have. And listen, I have some really great friends. I was going to show you when I got home. So I went to see one of my very best friends, Donna, today, and she's just a dream, an absolute beautiful dream. She's somebody that I met about 10 years ago through the office that I was working in, the one that Trisha liked to call and act a fool. Marla, Lottie Pumpkin is having second thoughts. She is in TDM stream. What is she having second thoughts about, Tracy? Man, I was talking to her in TDM stream, and she said she doesn't know how so many people can be wrong, and she's starting to see how TT, but she isn't going to bash her. Okay, and that's fine. You know, that's how everybody starts. Nobody wants her to be bashed. I don't want anybody to be bashed. All I want them to do is to be called out for the wrong that they have done and are continuing to do. It's not even that the wrong that they have done. I think a lot of people would forgive Trisha if she were to stop. But she's continuing. None of this is stopping. Was that Lottie Love person somebody that was on Trisha's side? I'm scared to go on webcam, but no one else wants to do it. Are you talking about going on Takedown Man's stream? Don't be scared. Tracy, she's a mod for Trisha, is that right? When Lottie reaches out and apologizes like others have and make a video, Marla can unblock her. Exactly. That's exactly what I said to Oz when she came to me. She said she's having her second thoughts about Trisha and she kind of wants to be friends with everybody. At that point in time, she did. And she is realizing the friends that she wanted to be friends with, Trisha is directly attacking their character, saying that they're drug dealers. I mean, all the things that she said about me and other people. So she's seeing that there is a problem there. You can't be friends with both, but she's scared to come on the other side because people know that she's modded for her. So what I told her is that you need to make a video and so that it'll be public, but you need to let Trisha watch that video first or write her an email or something explaining what the video is going to be about. Give her the benefit of the doubt and let her know first and then make a video about it because nobody here, and we have every right, particularly me, to not trust you. And to say if you are going to be on her side and you're going to mod for her and trust her and support her, then you are not welcome here. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to go after you. But just like Christine the Carolinas, the only little thing I said about her, which we'll come back to her in a second, but I'm not going to go after you, but you sure as hell aren't welcome here. This woman has tortured me to near extinction. And I am not the only person. She literally tried to put a hit out on me where it is not a joke. When I say that she wanted me dead, I am not exaggerating. Ask Takedown Man. Ask if I'm kidding. Ask if I am blowing this out of proportion. And besides death, she wanted my life ripped apart, which could have meant taking, my finances, my webcam, taunting me, destroying the people that I love. The limit is endless what these people will do. And this is what she asked somebody to do and was willing to pay for it in whatever way she could. So for you all to not acknowledge that and think that this is just a little banter between two web personalities, you are wrong. I would never be on YouTube if it weren't for her, because I was defending myself. Now, I've kind of fallen in love with it and fallen with the love with a lot of other people, so I'm absolutely going to take it and use it to my advantage, and we're going to move on for this, and I'm absolutely going to continue to do different videos. Oh, and by the way, my makeup video I did was not done at 6 or 7 p.m., which was so pitiful in your eyes, which I don't give a damn whether it was done at midnight. You have no idea where I was going. But this is how I was taught to do sweet witch's brew, who was teaching me, because I'm completely unaware of how to do these videos. But what he told me to do is how to do a live stream. And he said what you can do is if you want to do a video, just tape it as a live stream, keep it private until you want to, make it public and tape whatever you want to. That's not either here nor there. I don't even know why I defended myself against her ugly, foolish ways. I just got a text when I was going out with my girlfriend tonight, and she said, oh, now Trisha's one and only love is makeup. And she apparently put her makeup on using my tips that I used in my one little video I did. So I'm glad I could help you, Trisha. Good job. TT asked Takedown Man to send all wireless info to the dark web. That's some sick shit. Yes, Uber Goober. Not only did she ask to send all my information, it wasn't just, let's put her on the dark web. It was to hire a hit person to take me out, to take me and my life out, which meant my actual physical existence, my existence on the web, my everything, to destroy everything you can think of, including my family. So that's what she did. And um, it's a, if you hear her say that this was some sort of farce that Takedown Man created in his head, and that there was that there was edits and photoshops involved, no, it wasn't. It absolutely was not. It's been proven. This is already going to a criminal level. So let her keep saying that. Every time she keeps saying that, it's going to make her look worse. And the case is going to get darker. You know, it's funny because you've all heard me talking about this case. It's an ongoing case that's been happening since she took me to court back on August 7th and lost miserably. And they were told, the district attorney basically kicked her out of the courtroom and said, get lost, don't come back. She has tried to build up another case against me. Well, I, in turn, I knew the day that happened that she was going to have to pay for my court fees, that I had to hire a lawyer to protect myself against her erroneous charges. So not only that, but it just keeps growing. Can you imagine how long it is now? Melanie, I'm sorry, Marla. When it comes down to everything she's done to you, I think you pretty much, these people have to pick a side until ultimately comes down to what is right and what is wrong. Exactly. Exactly. But my life goes on. I see what I saw today was beautiful Crystal. Crystal, who was my absolute freaking hero. Like I said before, she is everything that I want to be, as far as being tough and graceful at the same time. She is a hard worker, but she doesn't mind beating somebody's ass and taking a charge if it comes to it, because that's just the person that she is. And she became this way because 50% of what's happened to her, and she's, like I said, she turned all that horrible things that could make her bitter, she turned it into a better life. Plus, I think she was just born a badass. And Trisha, I'm going to call her Trish because that's what Crystal calls her, and I like that. She, number one, has no talents. She's pretty much not good at anything naturally, which is sad. I can't think of something that she is naturally gifted with. You know, some people are good artists or good singers or people or hard work. I'm just still looking for something that she has a natural proclivity to, and I can't find it. But on top of that, she has chosen to destroy other people's lives. And let's just put this out there. The number one person's, okay, number one, she has tried to destroy her mother's life and her father's and her daughter's and her son's. And now she's trying to, I don't know. She managed to marry the biggest schmuck on the planet Earth, because this dude doesn't have. I have more testosterone in my pinky finger than he has throughout his whole body. I literally have more testosterone in my pinky finger. This dude, I don't know where he came from. If he is that desperate and that pathetic to defend somebody who has literally spit in your face every day, has said the worst things a wife can say about a husband live. She didn't say it to your face, because I'm sure she has done a million times. She said it to a million people plus. She said you have shit stains in your drawers. She said you pissed on her clothes. She says that you have physically, emotionally, and verbally have abused her since the day you met. She said that you are horrible in bed and she has never been able to reach orgasm because you are so horrible in bed, and that she fakes every time that you try to, please yourself. She said, let's see, what else? That you've sabotaged her. Let's me forget that your dick is tiny and that she would love to see another man's cock and imagine himself trying to push inside her, and imagine how great that must be because her husband is horrible in bed and has a tiny dick. Sean, wake the fuck up. You are an embarrassment. You are an embarrassment to this country. You are an embarrassment to your children. Your ex-wife is laughing at you. The whole world is laughing at you. Your fellow employees, your boss at work, I don't think you have any friends, but all of these people are laughing at you because you have a wife, a crazy ass wife who was saying these things about you, and you don't have the fucking testosterone, nerve, balls, whatever you want to call it, to stand up for her, to stand up to you, for yourself and say, shut the fuck up, woman, and hit the road. You, Sean, are the only one who has enough money to support yourself in the house you live in and to buy yourself groceries. She does not. Kick that bitch to the curb. And if you truly love her and want to work things out, that doesn't mean you stick your head in the sand and continue to act like everything's fine. Do you honestly believe everybody else is lying? That we're all making this shit up? And your wife, who, has been known to be super truthful, throughout all the years of marriage, she's never lied. You're going to believe her ass when she put you in jail and then in prison and lied about the fact that you hit her? And then very shortly later, lied about the fact that your ex-wife hit her? And she told you exclusively that she made her son hit her in the face. Her very young pre-adolescent son hit her in the face to make it look like somebody had hit her. That's the woman that you're standing behind. You're standing behind the woman who has called my employer and my doctors and tried to make a mockery out of me when they actually laughed in your face because you made no fucking sense. Plus, even if you had made sense, they would have said, no, we trust and stand by Marla. Call them again, you dumb bitch. You have lost your, never mind. You've not lost your mind. You never had a mind. And today, all of us got to see pictures of your extended family, your mother, your father, all the above, and seeing how, crazy they look like you do. Which leads us all to believe, Trisha, you did not have a crazy childhood. You made that up. Any of the craziness that you had, you brought it upon yourself. You are one of the few people in the world that are considered a bad seed, which means that you are worth nothing. You are nothing. You're not good at anything. I would hate to say this and be wrong, so please, in the chat and Trisha herself, tell me if I'm wrong. I know I'm being a little rough tonight, but I am just sick of nothing's going to change. Whether I'm quiet, whether I speak out, whether I'm mean, whether I make sense, it doesn't matter. She's still going to behave in the same manner. So I would like to speak the truth. You never gave a damn about Oz, for example. Both Mandy and I and other people cared more about her than you did. We watched more of her videos and were more supportive. All of us could tell more about her life than you could. The only people you care about are supporters that will, be there for you every stream and back you up and mod for you. But you in turn don't really ever support them or don't care about them. I don't see you on Oz's stream defending her. Did you know that Oz said that she wanted to do her own live stream? No, you didn't, because you don't care that much about her. And that's nothing against you, Oz. Please don't take that against you. That's because she's a selfish, very self-righteous, narcissistic, selfish, once again, bitch. And the fight that she had with her husband and daughter, who gives a damn about Sean? My God, he's a pussy anyway. But the things that you said about your daughter, how am I supposed to have a life? How am I supposed to have a job? I have to take you to work and to school. Do you know how many people would be ecstatic to have a daughter as healthy and intelligent and as responsible as your daughter? You have a beautiful, beautiful life and you don't even know it. And I thought it was very funny that your excuse this whole time is that everybody neglects you. What are you supposed to do? You've asked that question more years than I've been alive. What am I supposed to do? Sean works and then plays PS whatever. And my daughter, she goes to her boyfriend's house and has the nerve to go work. What am I supposed to do? Trisha, here's what you're supposed to do, okay? I'm going to wait. Go get your pen and paper. Go get your pen and paper. Are you ready? Here's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to clean the house, wash the dishes, do the laundry. When you're done with that, which is your job as a housewife, is to take care of the fucking house, then you're going to go to the grocery store and buy some groceries. Then you're going to plan and make some meals. Which, by the way, this is not anything that a woman is supposed to do. I'm saying this because she has taken on the role of being a house provider, a housewife. Sean just as easily could do these things. Okay, after you do those things, then you're supposed to make friends. You're supposed to make friends, Trisha. You're supposed to go and find some people on the island and ask them about their lives. See if you can help them, not talk about yourself, and go ahead and see if you can make some friends. Then you make dates with those friends to go out to coffee, to go shopping, to go out to the movies, whatever it might be. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do, Trisha. After you're done with all that and you're still bored, or maybe before all that, here's what you need to do. Go volunteer. If you're too fucked up in the head to wash toilets, go volunteer. Guess what? I guarantee you that same hospital that would hire you to wash the toilets would probably be really appreciative if you would volunteer to do something in their hospital. Something. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. Let's see. Aside from that, maybe you could try to reconnect with your mother. Do some things to reconnect and spend time with your mother and extended family. Okay, after that, let's see. Pick up a hobby. Learn to do something. Learn to do anything. Cook, because you can't. Put on makeup, because you can't. Sew, because you can't. Anything. Read, because you can't. Do something. Learn a skill. After all those things have been exhausted, okay? After all that, you've taken care of your house. You've taken care of the groceries. You've taken care of the food. You've met a friend. You've volunteered. You've learned a hobby. You've learned a craft. If you're still bored, get online. Reach out for an hour a day. Make a video once a day would be excessive, but make a video once a day. And therefore, you can have your little social impact, your little whatever you want to call it. Okay? That's what's called normal. But you know what's funny is I've seen several different clips that people have sent me, and they didn't even mean to send it for this purpose. But they sent it to show me something else, and here's what I hear you saying. Okay, well, I'm live streaming, so close the door. Or I'm live streaming. Can you be quiet? Or I'm live streaming. No. This is what I do. This is what I do. No, Sean, I can't. This is what I do. I live stream. This is what I do in the morning. This is what I do. So, bitch, you're lying again because your family is trying to pay attention to you, does need you, is trying to go somewhere with you, but you choose live streaming instead. So your little fake ass stupid answer is, but what am I supposed to do? They leave me here and blah, 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 blah. They have their own lives. Are you fucking kidding me, woman? Do you understand how stupid you sound? Well, I gave you a little checklist. I hope you wrote it down because I gave you time to. Did you write it all down of what you're supposed to do when your husband it has his own life and your 17-and-a-half-year-old daughter has their own life? What in the fuck's sake are you going to do when your daughter leaves? That's just a... God. I can't even. Okay. Thank you all. No, if the doctor shit stuff is real, I'm for it. Give them my number. I'll be glad to talk to them. Hey, Crystal. I've been talking about you a lot. You were so hysterical. Crystal, I loved when somebody said, are you drunk? Which was probably Trisha because she accuses everybody of being drunk or high. And Crystal said, no, but I wish I was. What I loved was Crystal's pureness because she doesn't know about any of us. You know, she doesn't know anybody's name or, you know, somebody said MFW and she said, what is that? Which I thought was priceless because she's not been jaded. I've not been talking to her, you know, giving her the ins and outs of who's good and who's bad. And she just came out with her own, oh, good, Crystal. Crystal, do you want to come on? I love you so much. Crystal is real people and she's good people. Y'all, look, let me tell you something. My girlfriend I was telling you about, Donna, she gave me this mug. She gave it to me a while ago. But I just happened to be at the grocery picking up one of my prescriptions. And one of the guys, I wanted to get this. And I picked it up. I think it's a spruce, a blooming spruce. It looks like a lavender. But isn't that gorgeous? I said, how much is this? And he said, take it, have it. You know why? Because he's seen me there a million times. He knows I'm a good person. I'm a good customer. And he gave me this, which it was a little thing, but it meant the world to me because I love plants more than I love cooking. It's about tied. It's about tied, but I love this plant. It's my little baby. Look how gorgeous. That's what happens when you're a good person. I was going to show you some pictures because, and then I came home after I went my girlfriend tonight, picked up my prescription, got that plant. Here's what I found on my door tonight. That's what I came into taped to my door tonight. You know what it is? It's the schedule for PBS. Because my darling next door neighbor, who is like 83, who I adore, his name is Paul. I can tell you more about him later because he's a really cool guy. He has helped me tremendously. I happened to mention to him how much I like the show Grantchester and how they have taken off. Remember I was telling you they took off NBC from our programming. Nobody around here has that anymore. So I can't see This Is Us. But I told him how much I love Grantchester, which is a PBS programming. Just happened to mention that. I came home to this because he wanted me to know about all the shows on PBS. That's what happens when you're a good person and people love you. Try it sometime. You big creep. This is my niece and her boyfriend. Okay? I'm not going to show you that for a second because I don't want you misusing that because you would, because you're a fucking creep who likes to check out where I live and what cars I've driven since I had a license back in 1994. What kind of fucking creep does that? But I'm going to tell you what, I have the most beautiful niece in the world who is making a difference in this world at the age of 20 and is dating the most precious guy in the world. And you know what? They go on vacation with us. They come over here for my mother's birthday and for important things and for Easter and everything else, because I have a cool ass family who, even given the shit that I've done, still loves and supports me. And no matter what my niece does, I will love and support her. That's what family is. That's what's about, having people that you love and care about in your life, okay? That's them. Here's another picture. These were all just, right here when I came in, so I decided to show you. I'm not picking these out. One day I am going to, like I said, I want to do a question and answer, and I'm going to show you all some more pictures because I loved how Rebecca did that. This is literally just right in front of this little plant that I just bought, so I'm going to show you. Here's another picture. You know who that is? Paula Deen. Paula Deen. So when you said that I had no career as poor Marla. Poor Marla. She's always wanted to be a chef. And the reason I know that is that I've stalked her Facebook page going back 10 years. So I know every little thing about Marla. And she's always wanted to be a chef. And, she's never been able to. But I've written I've had the ability to write a food column in some local blah, blah, blah. You're a dumb bitch, because I was a chef. I still am a chef. I just catered a party this past November. I'll show you the pictures from that. People pay me for my food. Has anybody paid you to cook? No, because you dumb bitch, you have an electric stove and you still light on fire cooking an egg. So don't dare say that you have some sort of accomplishments that I have not. After I was a teacher, I was a corporate chef for kitchen and bath galleries. Look them up, call them. Ask Stephen Vaughn if Marla Stecky was a corporate chef for kitchen and bath galleries, all of them. And if I had my own catering business or not. I've met many, many chefs, including Paula Deen. And that's because I was cooking for them. Let me show you another picture. This is the last one that's on my little bulletin board here. This little bulletin board, oh, I'm sorry, there's two more. There's two more. This is the little bulletin board that I keep right beside where I had the plant. And it's things that I'm proud of or people I love, okay? So on this board is also this picture. Okay? You know what this picture is? This is a picture of women that I was in prison with. Amazing women. Not all of them, but there's like 2 of them I didn't know. 2 of them in here are doing life. There's only 1 in here I didn't know. Of all the ones I did know, amazing human beings with amazing stories. That if you actually knew why they were there, it would break your heart. This one right here, the most beautiful one. Let me show you. This one right here, where I have my thumb or my finger. Can you see her? Her name is Jenny. She lived in the county over from me. You know why she's in prison? She's doing 5 years because she had a fertility clinic. Where she not a fertility clinic, but where they have fertility mothers. What's the word I'm looking for? Surrogates. Where she matched people to a surrogate mother, and she herself was a surrogate mother several times. I think 5 times she had been a surrogate. And she had a business where she set up potential, people that wanted to be parents with surrogates. And she got into financial trouble. She had 5 children of her own. Her husband was a good-for-nothing and promised that he would pay back the money if she would borrow against her own company. So very, very briefly, this isn't the point of the story, but she borrowed against her own company. The husband bailed, so she owed like $32,000. She got imprisoned for that. I will give you the details if you want to look it up. I will give you the girl's full name and address if you, not address, but full name if you actually want to look at the details of it. What I'm saying is you talk so badly about people having a record. You have no idea. Yes, the smuck and scum of the earth were there, but there are also people there that were in the wrong place at the wrong time, or who made sacrificial acts trying to support the family that they loved and cared about, or someone that they loved and cared about, so they took the charges because their loved one didn't have to. All kinds of reasons. And you judge and you say the things you do about people with a criminal record, you wouldn't last one day in jail. You are a weak motherfucker. But Jenny, I met her the day she got there. She had done one year in jail, so she had 4 more years in prison to do. And that was a dog program that they had where they trained surrendered dogs. So they weren't purebred dogs by any means, but these were dogs that people surrendered, and they trained them to be either adoptable and or service dogs. That's what they were doing. It was an awesome program. You had to have 2 years or more to be involved with it. Otherwise, I would have jumped on it in a heartbeat. Those are the people that I think about and I pray for every single day. That's the reason they're on my bulletin board. Last picture. It's a picture of my grandmother, me, and my sister. I was 4 years old at the oldest at that time. My sister was 8. She's 4 years older than I am. I'm not sure how old my grandmother is. That's just tiny, probably 1/4 of how big her garden was. The reason I had this picture here is because I love my grandmother. I love my family. Luckily, my grandmother had already passed away before I had gone to prison, and she knew the harm that I had done because it would have broken her heart. But she had 6 kids, and you can imagine how many cousins and aunts and uncles I have. All of them love and support me through what I've done and what I haven't done. That's the reason that picture's on there, including my sister, who I probably hurt her and her family just as much as I did my own mother. So anything that you have to say about me, Trisha, about my past, means nothing to me. If my family is upset and hates me, I'm upset. If my family loves me and forgives me, I'm golden. What you say about me doesn't matter at all. You can put my mugshots on your Twitter every day until you die. And I hope you do. I really hope you do. Because I hope that makes you happy. But the people that really matter make my birthdays wonderful. Make the days that I don't feel good wonderful. They take me to the doctor. And when they don't take me to the doctor, they call afterwards and ask how my doctor's appointment went. That's how to not be a total loser ass bitch. That's how not to be the most hated woman on YouTube. The most hated woman around the world. Maybe every couple days I'll show you another 5 pictures and show you a little glimpse into my life. Because I could easily be the most hated person. Yeah, I do have a record. Yeah, I did some really shitty things. And guess what? All those people on that bulletin board still love and care about me. And you know what? You can brag about your crystal clean record as of yet. And you've got maybe 4 or 5 people, wackos at that, who care about you, Trisha. Out of the 10 people that actually show up to your streams or videos on a daily basis, 4 of them are mocking you. 4 of them are egging you on because they want to see your reaction. You're pure entertainment for them. And out of the other 5 or 6, God knows. God only knows. But out of internet that reaches every end of the earth, you know, as we can tell, we've got Rennie in Australia. We've got Marie in Ireland, all the people in Canada, all the people. You've got, what, 4 or 5 people that support you? You're doing something wrong, honey. You're doing something very wrong. And you've got somebody on your back doorstep, Crystal, who owned your ass tonight. That bitch owned your ass. And she did it in the most loving way possible. I just thought that every word out of her mouth was so genuine, number one, because she had no side. She's not trying to align with anybody. She literally saw you make a fucking ass out of yourself and a total wreck your relationship with your daughter and your pathetic husband who really gives a damn about that. But she saw it for her own eyes and she made some comments. And guess what? Her comments happened to align with all of us. Do you think that that's a coincidence, Trisha? And you're such a big, bad motherfucking talker, too. Oh, last night, or the night before, I can't remember, you were all, I'm going to go to Crystal's boss. She's going to be sorry. Just wait till I get there. Wait till I get there. I mean, I went back and watched because I was streaming. You jumped on a stream, too, at the same time, so clearly I couldn't see what you were doing. But I went back and watched some of the things you said, and, oh, you were talking big. You were talking big, sitting in your bathroom like the pathetic chimpanzee that you are, and calling, Sean, guess what she said now? Acting all big and bad that you were going to go and talk some shit and get Crystal in trouble. Crystal texted me that whole day saying, Trisha ain't showed up yet. Where's Trisha? Didn't show up, did ya? You were all fucking talk. That's why you had to ask Takedown Man to take care of me, because you couldn't do shit yourself. You put out some damn false charges of cyber stalking when you clearly showed yourself to be the cyber stalker, and the DA in Onslow County laughed your ass out of the court. So go ahead and try to take me to court again. Honey, I could have represented myself. I didn't need a lawyer. The only reason I had to have a lawyer to answer your dumb-ass, pathetic, pussy-ass husband who said, why'd you have to lawyer up anyway? It's because I was having back surgery. And the back surgery got infected. And I could have been paralyzed. That's why I didn't show up to court, you dumb fuck. That's why I had to hire a lawyer. Have I made myself clear? Oh, but don't worry. Don't worry. Your husband is so worried about lawyers, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We got it all taken care of. And you know, you can't stand the thought that somebody would be as good to me as to represent me for free, being the finest criminal attorney in all of Wake County. And I'm not kidding y'all. Look them up. Hatch, Little, and Bunn. Look them up. And see what they charge and their ranking is for representing a criminal defendant. You can't believe that somebody like that would represent me for free, no matter what I've done, unless I sucked his dick. That's where your pathetic, mindless brain goes. You can't even understand that somebody would be that good to somebody else, because clearly nobody's been that good to you in your entire life. And you know what's funny, Trisha? You know what's hysterical? Is it happens to me all the time. Ask anybody who knows me. My little GoFundMe you like to make fun of and bring up constantly, that I already told you I met my goal. I met my goal within 1 week. And then I told you my friend Carol Murphy, look her up if you want to. She said, whatever you don't get, I will make sure you get at the end. And not only did she do that, but she added another like $200 to it. I'm not saying any of that to brag. I am very humbled by that. As a matter of fact, all those people are coming over to lunch next Friday. So Carol, Donna, the one I was telling you about just a minute ago, and 2 other people. I'm sorry, just 1 other person. Caroline are all coming over. Caroline's the one who bonded me out of jail. $2,500 bonded me out. Carol's the one, I mean, aside from many other things, she's the one I told you about, said, if you don't, whatever you don't meet, I will give you the rest of it. Donna's the one I told you just gave me that plant. I'm sorry, she gave me the saucer that it's in. And has done more for me than you can, wrote me every single day I was in jail or prison. They're all coming over for lunch next Friday. You can meet them. How many people do you have like that in your life, Trisha? Maybe you should go get yourself a record and people will start being nice to you, because you're just so shocked and hold that against me all the time. How can somebody like that? She's got 13 mugshots. Well, apparently it does a lot of good for me, so maybe you should go get yourself some mugshots. You weirdo. You fucking creep weirdo. Pulling up any sort of housing records and car records that you can find on me and my family? Who does that except a total creep? I'm going to tell you what. Somebody texted me a little earlier tonight and asked for your phone number. And guess what? I said I don't have it, but I sure as hell know a lot of people that do find it, who do have it, and I'll give it to you. Hold on. And I got it to them within, 15 minutes. Because I don't give a damn about you. Under oath, if it came to my life, giving up my firstborn, if somebody asked me what your address and phone number was, I couldn't tell you. Aside from the fact that you said it for probably 6 different times live, I still couldn't tell you what your address and phone number were. And you think I give a damn enough about you to order you a fucking pizza? And I watched that video again as you played it for everybody and saw how your dog Lily, who, if she were bigger, if she had a little bit more bulk to her and a little bit stronger teeth, would have cut your jugular out. That dog doesn't care about you. The dog cares about food, and you've trained her to be that way. It's not her fault. It's just sad. Your life is sad and pathetic. But that's fine. There's a lot of people who have sad and pathetic lives, but keep it to your fucking self. Don't spread your sad and ugliness all over Onslow County and beyond. I mean, the things that you said about Crystal, my God. Crystal is a badass bitch, and I would love to spend time with her. Guess how many people have that to say about you? That's okay, Nikki, honey. You don't have to stay here, sweetheart. I appreciate you being here. I'm just on a rant. So I don't know if I've missed anything you have to say. I love you too, Crystal. I think you are cool as hell. Because what you had to say was graceful. It was to the point. It made sense. When you said all of us are beautiful in our own ways, and even Trisha is beautiful in her own way, if she were to realize and love herself first, I was like, get Crystal a show. We need Crystal to have a show. So, Crystal, I certainly hope that you make more videos. I know, and I'm usually not this, I don't know the word is, but I'm just fed up with it. Hey, Kit Kat. I'm just fed up with it. It's stupid at this point. You're making a fool of yourself, and you're just digging your own hole. Yeah. P-Day today, or Payday today. Watch Crystal. Crystal, put your, well, I guess you can see it's Crystal. It's, do you pronounce it Ehart? I think it's E-A-H-E-R-T. Is that right? She's got, she's only made the video that she did today, but and a couple others, but she was cool as hell. But you wonder, I saw, oh, that's not going to work. That light's right in the back, isn't it? Let's see if that's better. I saw that you say, all these people were leaving your stream, and, you know, between artists and everybody else, and that I was convincing them to be on my side, or using them to do my dirty work. You said something along those lines, that I had manipulated them, like I had manipulated Crystal into doing my dirty work. Love you too, Nikki. I'm glad you are, sweetie. You deserve it, and I hope you rest up. I think I finally get why you want your stream so badly. And I said that the other day, that whether it be one person in there giving you a thumbs up, you link that to somebody being your friend, or being somebody who supports you. And most likely they're probably not. They're probably somebody in there just saying, we want to keep the show going. Why did I got this stink back in my hair? I've got this bobby pin following me everywhere. Cheshire, she probably did get charged. There's at least 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3, not including myself, different charges out there. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Crystal, if you want to come in, let me know, except I'm not sure how to do this on the phone. I have to get on my crappy computer again. Oh, hey, I'm glad you're here, Captain Bullford Justice. And you know what? There's more coming out. Trisha, you are not going to win this war. The more you keep talking, you think you have nothing to hide, but you do, baby girl, you do. We've got Rocky, who has a lot of damning information on you. And, you know, Rocky's just this dude trying to do his job. He was just in Puerto Rico building houses and getting power to the people of Puerto Rico. This is a guy who's not into gossip or drama at all, but he's got a lot of information on you. So you need to be aware that your house is coming down. Your house is crumbling. And you ain't got many people on your side. So I would surrender now, sweetheart. And you're lying about me. You're lying about Takedown Man. You very most certainly did send pictures to Takedown Man because you wanted to show that you didn't have a dick. And you like to spread eagle and show everybody else your nasty snatch. And then you most certainly did, within a couple of days, ask if Takedown Man would basically put a hit out on me. And you most certainly said that your husband had a small dick and he had a great big cock that you'd like to try to stick inside you. I'm saying these again because I don't want this information to be swept under the rug. Trisha most certainly did this. And if you do not believe me, please leave. I am not telling a lie. I've not told a lie about anything else. I've been completely upfront, honest, and open about everything I have and have not done. So if you'd like to ask me, if you're confused and if you're new, please either DM me or you can ask me live. I've been completely 100% open about everything. And the only reason I contacted her daughter back when she threw blood all over herself and then pretended she didn't know what was going on, the first reason being I thought her daughter was in danger. And I wanted her to contact an adult. And if she didn't have an adult to contact, I told her I would help her find one. Number 2, I thought her daughter was probably 12 or under, which is, as you can admit, her daughter looks very young, and I had no idea how old she was. Honestly, if I knew how old she was, I'm not sure if I'd do anything differently. Had I known how fucking crazy in the head Trisha is, I wouldn't have done anything, because I would have known. Just like when people reached out to Sean when she was doing all that shit, when she ran to her dream space and left him, and people kept telling him what she was doing in front of her daughter and what she was saying about him, and he said, "I can't do anything. Don't worry, Becca's been used to this. She's been this way her whole life." And that told me everything. Sean said that Trisha has been this way her entire life, which can we I mean, obviously that's true. So the little girl's used to it. The little girl's used to it. But